Students, today we are going to see a very important topic, method overriding in Java. It comes under using super only in module 3. It's a very important question. So we earlier saw in the previous video about the super keyword in which we used to invoke the immediate parent class method. I already told we'll be seeing it in the next video, super.methodof. This is what we are going to see in today's class. So what is method overriding? Here, the subclass and the superclass should have the same method. Okay, so this is the important thing. If a subclass is the same method as declared in the parent class, it is known as method overriding in Java. So how do we use it? Super.methodof. It should be small s. Okay. What is the rule? The method must have the same name as in the parent name. It should have the same parameter as in the parent class. So this is more method overriding. We'll see it with an example. So let me open Eclipse. So here I have already created a class called method overriding. So here what do? We'll make it very simple. We'll have it as class, superclass. So here in the superclass class, I have a method. So just we have to override a method. So I'm just going to show you that. Void show off. So here in the show off method, I just want to print System.out.println. Here I will print show off method, just a message, okay? Show off in the superclass, just a message. Anything you want to put, you can put, but I'm just putting as show off method in the superclass. Now I'm going to create a, what's our next step? It should be, obviously, you are going to create a subclass. So I'm just going to create a class, subclass, and what I'm going to do, extends superclass. And now, see here, I'm not going to change anything, void show off, correct? See here, show off and show off, same thing, but show off in the subclass. Okay, it is the show off in the subclass. How do I now call the show off in the superclass? Okay, so here I'll put it as super.show off. Simple. Okay, and why do we normally use it? See here in the superclass there is an extension, a method implementation show off. In the subclass you want to show a different enhancement of the superclass. Then what do? I use the show off. Say this is one version, this is another version. I want to have a little extension of another version. Then what I do, I take the previous version's implementation plus my current version's implementation. But I don't want to change the method name at all. That is why we go for method overriding. Okay. And now, which class should I create? Subclass. Object. I'm creating for the subclass. Obj is equal to new subclass of. So new subclass of. Now, which function I'll call? obj.show off. Okay. So now what happens here? The superclass, it had an old implementation. Now I just want the new implementation, which also includes the old implementation. So this is what is called object.show off or method overriding. So now we'll see the output. The output works like this. Show off in the superclass, show off in the subclass. When you're writing for the exam, you have to write the output also. And now see here, just an example. If I remove the super.show, what will happen? You will get an error. Yeah, you got an error because it is referring to the subclass show off. But it should be super.show off. So then only you will get the output. So clear with that? So now, once again, the method overriding, you should have the same name as that of the parent name. If you have parameters, it should have the same parameters also. Parameter meaning what I should have, say show off int a. If I'm having here also, it should be show off int a. Okay. So if you want to pass a value, you can pass it on. So I'm not doing that. So if you want parameters, it should be the same parameter also. Okay.